Before we begin, let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever looked at your bank account and wondered where all your money disappeared to? Or maybe you've heard people on the news talking about inflation, interest rates, recessions, taxes, and investing, and thought, I know these words, but I don't really understand what they actually mean. You're not alone. The truth is, millions of people spend years working hard for money without ever learning the language of money. Schools teach algebra, history, and science, but many never teach the financial concepts that affect your everyday life. And here's the scary part. Not understanding these concepts can quietly cost you thousands, sometimes even millions, of dollars over your lifetime. But today, that's going to change. By the end of this video, you'll understand some of the most important financial concepts everyone should know, explained in simple English with real-life examples that actually make sense. Whether you're a student, employee, entrepreneur, or someone simply trying to stop living paycheck to paycheck, this video will help you make smarter financial decisions for the rest of your life. And here's a challenge. As you watch, count how many concepts you already knew before today. Then tell us in the comments which one surprised you the most. You might even teach someone else something valuable. Let's begin. The first concept is tax. Nobody likes paying taxes, but almost everyone benefits from them. A tax is money collected by the government from individuals and businesses to pay for public services. Think about roads, hospitals, police, schools, firefighters, public transportation, streetlights. Many of these things exist because taxes help pay for them. Imagine your neighborhood decides to build a playground that costs $100,000. Instead of asking one family to pay everything, everyone contributes a small amount. That's basically how taxes work. There are different kinds of taxes. Income tax is taken from the money you earn. Sales tax or VAT is added when you buy products. Property tax is paid by people who own certain properties. Businesses also pay taxes on their profits. Understanding taxes helps you know why your paycheck is often smaller than your salary and why different products cost what they do. Now let's talk about something most people use almost every day. Banks. Many people think banks simply store money. Actually, banks are businesses. Their job is to move money around efficiently. When you deposit money into a bank, the bank doesn't lock it inside a giant safe forever. Instead, it lends much of that money to other people who need loans for homes, businesses, education, or cars. The bank earns interest from those borrowers. Then it pays you a smaller amount of interest for keeping your money there. The difference becomes part of the bank's profit. Banks also make payments easier, protect your money, offer debit cards, provide online banking, and help businesses operate. Without banks, modern economies would move much more slowly. Now here's where things become really interesting. Interest. Interest is one of the most powerful forces in finance. It can either make you rich or keep you poor. Interest is simply the cost of borrowing money or the reward for saving it. Let's imagine you borrow $1,000. The lender charges 10% interest. At the end of the year, you'll owe $1,100. That extra $100 is the interest. Now flip the situation. Instead of borrowing, you invest $1,000. If it earns 10% annually, you'll have $1,100 after 1 year. Now imagine leaving that money invested for decades. This introduces another powerful concept: compound interest. Albert Einstein is often credited with calling compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Whether or not he actually said it, the idea remains incredibly powerful. Compound interest means you earn interest not only on your original money, but also on the interest you've already earned. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small, but as it rolls, it collects more snow. Eventually, it becomes enormous. The earlier you start saving and investing, the harder compound interest works for you. Wait until later in life, and you'll need much more money to reach the same destination. Now let's discuss a word you've probably heard constantly over the last few years: inflation. Imagine your grandparents telling you they bought a loaf of bread for a fraction of today's price. They aren't exaggerating. Inflation means prices generally rise over time. In other words, your money gradually buys fewer things. Suppose you have $100 today. If inflation is 5% per year, then next year you'll need $105 to buy what $100 buys today. That's why simply hiding cash under your mattress isn't usually a great long-term strategy. Even though the amount of money stays the same, its purchasing power slowly shrinks. This is one major reason people invest. They're trying to grow their money faster than inflation reduces its value. Speaking of difficult times, let's talk about recessions. A recession is a period when the economy slows down significantly. Businesses sell fewer products, companies hire less. Some businesses close. Unemployment often rises. Consumers spend less because they're worried about the future. Imagine the economy as a giant engine. During good times, the engine runs smoothly. People work, people spend, businesses expand, investments grow. During a recession, the engine slows. Everything still moves, just much more slowly. Recessions are a normal part of economic cycles. They've happened throughout history. The important lesson isn't fearing recessions. It's preparing for them, building an emergency fund, avoiding unnecessary debt, developing valuable skills, and managing your money wisely. Now let's discuss something many young people ignore until it's too late: credit score. Think of your credit score as your financial reputation. It tells lenders how trustworthy you've been with borrowed money. If you've consistently paid bills on time and managed debt responsibly, your score generally improves. A higher credit score can help you qualify for lower interest rates on mortgages, car loans, and personal loans. A poor credit score often means paying more to borrow the same amount of money. Imagine two people buying identical houses. One has an excellent credit score. The other has a poor one. The second person may end up paying tens of thousands more in interest over the life of the loan, simply because of their credit history. That's why paying bills on time matters more than many people realize. Now let's travel around the world for a moment. Currency. Every country needs a way to exchange goods and services. That's where currency comes in. Whether it's dollars, pounds, euros, yen, naira, or many others, currency acts as a common medium of exchange. Instead of trading chickens for shoes or rice for bicycles, money makes transactions simple. Currencies also rise and fall in value compared to one another. That's why exchange rates exist. If your country's currency weakens, imported goods often become more expensive. If it strengthens, buying products from abroad may become cheaper. Currency values influence international trade, tourism, investments, and even the price of products you buy locally. Now let's talk about one of the biggest differences between wealthy people and everyone else: investing. Many people think investing is gambling. It isn't. Gambling relies mostly on chance. Investing means putting your money into assets that have the potential to grow over time. You can invest in stocks, bonds, real estate, businesses, index funds, or even your own education. Every investment carries some level of risk, but not investing also carries risk because inflation continues reducing the purchasing power of idle cash. Successful investing usually isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about consistency, patience, diversification, and allowing time to work in your favor. Many millionaires didn't become wealthy because they earned the biggest salaries. They became wealthy because they invested consistently for many years. Finally, let's discuss one of the most misunderstood concepts of all: value. Price and value are not the same thing. Price is what you pay. Value is what you receive. A $20 book that teaches you a skill that helps you earn $20,000 has incredible value. A $1,000 phone you barely use beyond social media may offer much less value than its price suggests. Smart financial decisions come from asking one simple question: is this purchase worth more than the money I'm giving up? The wealthiest people don't necessarily buy the cheapest things. They buy the things that create the greatest long-term value. Sometimes that's education, sometimes it's equipment, sometimes it's hiring skilled people, sometimes it's investing in experiences that improve their lives. Understanding value changes the way you spend forever. And here's something fascinating. Every financial concept we've discussed today is connected. Banks influence interest rates. Interest rates affect borrowing. Borrowing influences spending. Spending impacts businesses. Businesses affect employment. Employment affects tax revenue. Inflation changes purchasing power. Investing helps fight inflation. Money isn't just about numbers. It's a system. The more pieces you understand, the smarter your decisions become. You don't have to become an economist. You don't need a finance degree. You simply need to understand the basics better than you did yesterday. Because financial freedom rarely begins with earning more. It begins with understanding more. If this video helped simplify concepts you've struggled to understand, give it a like so more people can discover it too. Subscribe if you want more easy-to-understand videos about money, investing, business, and building long-term wealth. And before you leave, answer this question in the comments. Which financial concept do you wish schools spent more time teaching? Your answer might inspire the topic of our next video. Remember, every financial expert started as a beginner. The difference is they kept learning, kept asking questions, and kept making better decisions one step at a time. The more you understand money, the more control you gain over your future. And that's one investment that will always pay the highest return.